All right.
Oh boy. I think I got
Milton Figueroa against Raul Ochoa.
okay.
All right,
We
Milton,
have a ramp mirror.
Yeah. Milton with a
Milton has 4 Faithless Looting though, which
he
is
has the Fatal Looting on turn 1.
not something that you see out of a lot of ramp decks.
I wonder why he has that. It doesn't seem good in his deck at all.
I mean, you've heard arguments for it from a number of people.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with all those arguments.
Yeah.
But
He has Glimmer Posts, which should make Cedric Phillips very happy. 4 Glimmer Posts, 2 Ink Moth, 2 Wolf Run, 2 Cavern, 1 Evolving Wilds. I'm not sure how I feel about this mana base, especially considering he has 2 Whip Flare, 4 Faithless Looting, and 4 Slag Storm, and only 2 mountains.
It's really hard to cast in this deck.
He has 2 mountains, 4 Copperline Gorge, 4 Rootbound Crag, and that's it
One
for
Evolving Wilds.
an Evolving Wilds,
And
and
one
then 4 Spheres. But
It's still really hard to cast.
Everyone plays Sphere, right?
Yeah. Flashback Faithless Looting.
So both players just setting up their mana here. Milton Milton has 4 Green Sun Zenith, which I'm not sure I really like with his Cavern of Souls, because like if you're caverning, right, you want to name Giant, you want to make your Titans uncounterable. By paying an extra mana, you get the tutor ability of Primeval Titan, but you don't get the uncounterability part. And he doesn't have any Inferno Titans. He has a Huntmaster, an Acidic Slime, a Wolfear Silverheart, a Radiant Corruptor, and a Birds of Paradise as 1-ups.
So he's got a toolbox for his Zeniths.
Yeah. He has a Toolbox Zenith deck. He is a dedicated Primeval Titan deck. I guess he can Primeval Titan for the capacity to make his Wolfear Silverheart uncounterable.
Yeah, now one of his lands just got Beast Within. That's going to hurt him a little bit.
Yeah, Beast Within, a very, very good card in the ramp mirror.
Choosing his Stone Rain is completely fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think
3/3
that's
is
what you
somewhat
want.
irrelevant. Yeah.
The 3/3 doesn't matter unless you weren't going to win anyway. Like, you should be doing better things than a 3/3 at some point.
And multiple turns in a row going into Fatal Looting.
Yeah.
Or he's not setting anything up with Unburial Rights. He's just using it for card quality.
Yeah. I mean, there is a fairly big disparity between your good cards and your bad cards at any given point in a ramp deck's like course of playing the game. Discards his Huntmaster and the Evolving Wilds, it looks like. So there's a pretty big disparity. Oh boy, Acidic Slime. That's not looking good for Milton. So the issue here is that Milton, for all of his looting, is still way behind on lands.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been using ramp spells. And here he's catching up a little bit, but this turn he's probably going to be facing down a Titan.
No, Huntmaster, Solemn. Okay.
Yeah, maybe Milton has a chance to get out of this because Raul just doesn't have a Titan.
Yeah. How many Titans does Raul play?
6.
Okay. And how many
And
Zeniths?
2 Zeniths.
Okay. So an effective 8 Titans against an effective 8 Titans. 9 if you want to count Silverheart. Raul, however, plays all 4 Huntmasters.
I think you want to play all 4 Huntmasters.
Yeah, card seems real good against all of the aggro decks and the Delver decks.
Alright, Milton, Solemn Simulacrum of his own. Ramping up, and I mean, he's only 1 turn away from being able to cast the Titan, which he probably has in his hand at this point. Decently safe to say that he's got a Titan at this point.
Yeah. I mean, if he's looted all those times and he doesn't have a Titan, then
It's pretty rough.
yeah, he's just running real bad.
Well, I mean, then again, half his Titans cost 7 mana.
Right. which is an issue when you're basically discarding a card every time you front-end the Faithless Looting.
Yeah. Ooh, and a Karn from Raul. So remember, this is game 2, so they've already sideboarded.
Yeah.
Karn removing Kessig Wolfram from the game.
Oh boy. Milton, however, also has 1 Karn and 1 Vorinclex. So that's
Vorinclex, pretty nice one.
Oh wait, no, you have Vorinclex over there too. Are they?
I do. The Voice of Hunger. He's not bad in the mirror.
Yeah. You have Devil's Play though. I don't have Devil's Play.
Do you side Devil's Play in here?
Yeah, Devil's Play is awesome.
I guess it's just way better than all of your sweeper things. Those things.
Yeah, no, you just nug them. They're dead. Like,
fair.
If they're ahead on board, they have a Titan, you don't. You just kill their Titan, and if not, you just sit on it, and eventually you get all your lands in play, and then you dome them for 13, and then you dome them for 10.
Seems to make sense.
You can just natural 20 them with 1 card. Or like if they Karn you, then like you Devil's Play their Karn. It solves every single problem in the mirror. I suppose it doesn't necessarily solve Inkmoth Wolf Run, but you have Ancient Grudges for that anyway. And like you want Ancient Grudge against their Sphere draw regardless.
And Karn, pretty awesome card.
Yeah. Card seems very good in the mirror. And against control. I mean, you can generally tell who's winning a mirror by how many cards over 6 are in play on both players' sides and how many lands are in play. So, just
I mean, Milton
an easy runaway for
less
Raul.
cards in hand, less lands in play.
Less Planeswalkers in play, no Titans.
That's looking pretty bad for him.
Yeah, the 3/3 from Beast Within, easily obsoleted by the Acidic Slime on the other side of the board.
Yeah, at this point, Karn is just kind of taking the game over.
Is that Pillar of... No, that
Devil's
can't.
Play.
He Devil's Played a bird?
Yep. I mean, it's the difference between his opponent having 5 and 6.
Right, but he removed an Acidic Slime.
Huh.
So, Flashback Grudge on my Simulacrum. I like it.
Well, I don't think he... Didn't he plus the Karn to get rid of that?
Right, yeah, no, but I'm saying, if he doesn't have Acidic Slime... If his opponent's Acidic Slime is under his Karn, then, like, it's very unlikely that he has another. Like, he has to have exactly another Acidic Slime. He can't just Green Sun Zenith for it. And, like, if he casts Acidic Slime, you don't really care. If he casts Titan, that's fine, but, again, you can just Devil's Play the Titan.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it just looks really bad for Milton. The Karn's just taking over the game completely.
Yeah, like...
It's going to keep ticking up.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Raul cares about Inkmoth Wolf Run, because he could have just he could have held Devil's Play, let him have the bird, Devil's Played the Primeval Titan, and Karned the Wolf Run.
Yeah, I'm also interested, Raul seemed to be on the plan of denying his opponent mana, but then on the turn where he Devil's Played the bird, he also had the option to Ancient Grudge away his opponent's sphere and didn't do it.
Yeah, I feel like you have to follow through on a plan regardless of what that is. And I don't like this attack here either. Because, like, he thought about it and then he realized that he was leaving his Karn dead to Beast plus Inkmoth. But, like, the thing is, he can just get Inkmoth Wolf Run. Like, it'll take a few turns, but... Like, he just needs to kill Karn. Yeah, Faithless Looting sort of showing off why you don't want Faithless Looting in this deck, because, like, it's not a good peel off the top.
It's a fine peel off the top if you have 1 or 2 cards in hand and you're looking for something specific.
Yeah, but
the problem is that your mana is so tight.
Right.
It's a deck that taps out every single turn.
And you have lands that let you use your mana so efficiently that, like, taking an extra mana to do something means that all of your other cards are just less efficient. So we've just been informed that they have a 7-minute time extension. I'm not quite sure when the round ends. It looks like it ends in about 2-3 minutes. So we've got another 10 minutes on the clock for this game.
Oh, a nice play from Raul there. Milton attacks, gets blocked by Acidic Slime, goes all in on Kessig Wolfrun to kill the card regardless.
Yeah.
And Raul activates an Inkmoth to give himself Metalcraft and then Galvanic Blast away the...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just very aware of what's going on.
Yeah, just
has Sphere and Simulacrum.
Yeah. You know, with the Sphere and the Solemn, he's 1 away from Metalcraft. Understands, like, and there was never a question about what he was going to do there.
Yeah.
It just happened instantly. He had planned it out.
Very, very tight play. I'm not really sure I like Raul's decision to not just throw his Karn at the Wolfrun, I guess. It's not... oh, never mind. It's not dead to a Wolfrun activation, so he's fine.
Yeah, at this point, it's out of reach.
Yeah.
It gets a lot of counters really quickly.
Yeah, the +4 ability is real brutal. +4 is just so many.
It's a lot. Especially out of permanent that removes other permanents.
Yeah.
Costs 7 mana. It's supposed to be restrictive. But if you played a lot of Modern, you know that means it's cast on turn 3 every single game.
Yeah.
I strongly dislike that Modern deck.
The red-green Tron deck?
Yeah, when it first came out, like when people first started playing it, I was on Moto one day, and I had 6 games in a row where my opponent turn 3 carded me. 6 games in a row.
You must have been delighted. That must have been so much fun for you.
I mean, it does that with roughly 100% accuracy. Alright, so an Inferno Titan comes down for Raul. And,
so Inferno Titan plus Karn, that is game.
Alright, so these guys are going to be moving on to game 3 now.
Yeah.
Sideboarding, we saw that Raul brought in a Karn. He probably also brought in Vorinclex, some Beast Withins, and a Devil's Play.
Yeah. Over here...
And Ancient Grudges, so quite a few cards coming in from Raul.
Over here, Milton probably brought in... Do you think he brings in Naturalize? Like, he has 2 Ancient Grudges. How many Ancient Grudges do you want? How many Shatters do you want?
Attention Magic players, that is time in round 1.
I think 2 Ancient Grudges fine.
Okay, so probably didn't bring in the Naturalizes. Has Grudges, has 1 Beast Within, 1 Sword of Feast and Famine, an Acidic Slime, a Garruk Primal Hunter, a Karn Liberated, and a Vorinclex. And 4 Faithless Lootings to sort of tie it all together.
Yeah, I don't even know if he brings in the Garruk.
Really? Garruk seems sweet as a way to kill a bunch of cards.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup, it's weird. Like, you're usually ramping up to 6, and then you just want it, like, you just get to a Titan more, and that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah, but like...
But, you know, so I can see you about I guess...
The way that you sequence it is, like, especially if you're on the play, it gets better because you, like, land it, and then they land a Titan on top of it, and you've already made a beast, so you kill 3 and keep it alive, and then you play your Titan, and so you're still fine.
Or you just play your Titan, and then get a new hand.
You play Titan and peel 6.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. Vorinclex, an interesting one.
Yeah.
So, how does he work? He costs 8?
He costs 8 for a 7/7, and I'm pretty sure
when they tap lands, they don't have tap lands.
You get Heartbeat, they get Frost Titan whenever they tap their lands.
Pretty good in a Ramp Mirror. And if you untap with it, so he just dies to Wolf, right? That's how it works.
I mean, they're dead to like Wolfrun and Devil's Play. Yeah, doubles your mana, and they can only use their land once every 2 turns.
It's pretty sweet in a Ramp Mirror.
And it's a 7/6 trample. If only it were a 7/7 trample, that would be so much better. Then it could actually kill Titans.
Yeah, the 7/6, the 6 toughness is kind of...
Yeah, it's a slap in the face.
It is a bit of a slap in the face. We already had Titans, too.
Yeah.
What did they do to us?
Just make this one cost 2 more. You still can't attack through a Titan with it.
I think that's what it was.
insulting.
The idea of a Titan is that nothing else matters but the Titans.
But, like, what
Right.
about the Praetors? They literally run the plane. They're like, hey guys, we're going to get together and make all the decisions, and we are the government.
Attention Miami players, Blake Blankenship, Ricky Poser, Edwin Ramos.
I feel like Primeval Titan should not be able to kill the green Praetor.
Please make your way to the judge station over by the...
You never know. He's a giant.
Yeah, Blake Blankenship.
Like, in fantasy, that's like pretty reasonable for like there to be a giant that could kill like a god,
Please make your way to the judge area
right?
next to the
Like,
area.
like Gandalf can't fight a lot of the monsters that they throw at him by himself. He's pretty much.
He's a powerful wizard.
He's a powerful wizard.
Okay. We're going to try this again.
So which
Blake
list do you think is favored here?
Ricky Poser, Edwin Ramos.
Now I'm going to be a bit curmudgeonly here.
Okay.
Say that whoever's on the play wins this match. The
I mean,
majority of the time.
that's the conventional wisdom, right?
Yeah, it's a Primeval Titan race.
Yeah.
And Milton is on the play now in game 3.
Here's the thing, though.
It could be a draw. Time has already been called in the
Yeah.
round.
Milton's mulliganing, it looks like. And we only have 3 minutes left in their match. Wow, Raul with the best possible start.
Yeah, the one-up birds for turn 1. A rampant growth coming from Milton here.
Raul just very eager to get this going.
Yeah, Raul wants to come out of round 1 with a win, not a draw.
Because,
Being 0-0-1, not a fun thing.
yeah, and Raul, it looks like, is also on the Glimmer Post plan. Has only 2 caverns in his sideboard, so he's set up very poorly against the control decks. So if he gets a draw, his tournament's probably just going really, really bad.
This isn't a deck that draws often either.
Yeah.
The problem is once you're in the draw bracket, blue-black control, not the best tool for a matchup. Oh, now that you have Cavern Souls. Oh, he doesn't have Cavern Souls, man.
Right, yeah, that's my point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, they're both glimmer posting, and Raul only has 2 caverns side. And has a bunch of removal sideboard, clearly expecting an aggressive metagame. So,
Lockman came in second playing ramp 2 weeks ago. He didn't play any Glimmer Posts. He did play Cavern of Souls. He said they were very good.
yeah,
He named Titan.
you mean giant?
Or Giant. Yeah.
Yeah,
Titan.
yeah. Free cast uncounterable his Titans.
Alright, so more mana from Milton. Here he's going to Green Sun. Probably going to find a bird of his own.
Yeah.
Now once this bird comes down, Milton will have 6 mana in play to Raul's 4.
Galvanic
Down to
Blast.
5 because he gets Galvanic Blasted.
Yeah, that's kind of why I liked Raul in this matchup, is because Raul can Galvanic Blast a birds to cut off Zenith as a ramp thing.
Alright, and a Solemn Simulacrum from Raul. That's going to get him one step closer to bringing down those Titans next turn. I'll have access to that.
Does he have
Unfortunately
another
for him-
land? So he started this turn with 3 lands and a bird in play. Does he have another land?
It's a good question. It may not be all that relevant because next turn Milton probably going to play 6th land and then something very dangerous is going to happen.
And peels a land off the top. Green Sun Zeniths for 5. Gonna get... Ooh. He's probably gonna try and get Wolfear Silverheart, right? Just get real
I think
greedy.
he just gets Slime.
Yeah, I mean, I think Slime is correct. I think he's going to... Oh, yeah, okay. There's definitely a temptation to get Silverheart.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a big boy.
Yeah. So Raul, no lands forthcoming. Looks like he drew a mountain in the front of his hand. Couldn't quite tell.
Not the worst draw step ever.
No.
A Hunt Master comes down.
Yeah, had the Hunt Master. Some confusion over whether or not he's...
Whose turn it is.
Yeah, it looks like they just called turns, so they're trying to figure out how that's going to work. Primeval Titan. Trying to figure out who has the 3 attack steps, because that will be relevant. Milton has turn 1, 3, and 5.
Okay.
So
it's not looking very likely that Raul can win this game at all.
correct.
Milton can win the game, but Raul at this point just needs to play to not die to go draw.
Yeah.
But I mean, neither of them really have enough Cavernous Souls to be comfortable. I think I'd rather, if I'm Raul in this spot, or rather if I'm Milton in this spot, I think I'd rather draw than pick up a loss.
Yeah, and would you concede if you're Raul here?
Yes, as Raul, I would rather have a loss than a draw.
Yeah, I agree. Because like a draw actually sets you up for multiple losses.
Yeah.
Due to bad matchups, and also you're just super dead.
But I think Milton beats the decks that draw.
Yeah,
I don't think Raul does.
Milton has a very good anti-control sideboard. He actually has Garrick in his deck. He has a bunch of Zeniths. Glimmer Post game
His
1.
Cavern, Primeval Titan.
So on turn 3, he can attack for 3 Infect, and then... So he's not going to be able to Infect kill him unless something drastic happens, because that bird can soak up a critical point of Infect damage.
Yes, this is turn 3 now?
Yeah. Raul passes, and Ravager of the Fells eats Acidic Slime and deals 2. Looks like Milton has Land Karn here. I guess you just have to
draw the game.
Yeah, the problem is
with the turn constriction now, it's going to be extremely difficult for either player to actually win this game.
Yeah, it looks pretty tough for either player to decide this game. So Raul's just gonna block with Ravager and Wolf, Ravager and Simulacrum rather. Draw a card.
Seems to make sense. Let's see. You think Milton's going to dump some mana into a Wolf Run here?
I think you have to.
You absolutely have to.
Unless his hand is Karn. But if your hand's Karn, then don't you just Karn the opponent's Ravager?
Yes.
Because you're doing the same 4 points of damage, but you aren't losing your Titan. Right, like, you can Wolf Run for 4 from this spot. So, like, Karn does the same damage.
Lots of colorless lanterns. Milton going to grab himself some Inkmoths. An Inkmoth and a Kessig Wolf Run.
Yep, double block. Yeah, Wolf Run the Inkmoth. Yeah.
Wolf Run coming in for a bunch.
Ooh.
To Galvanic Blast.
Ooh. Now he doesn't really even have the compelling argument for I'm going to win the game.
Just a draw. A shame for 2 Ram players to be able to draw in the first round.
Yeah.
Again, Milton, I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing for him.
I agree. I think it's a very bad thing for Raul.
Yes. I think Raul's tournament is ending right now. Unless he concedes.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a draw.
Wait, that's Karn. He had Karn in his right hand. Yes, I saw Karn in his right hand.
I mean, it could not have won him the game, though.
Sure, but it presents a much more compelling case
Argument.
for a concession.